Hello, friends and everyone. You are welcome to living your best life, and trust me, you don't need to have it all before you can live your best. Before you can live your best life. See, the other day I came to the garden here to relax. While I was relaxing, I noticed something fell from the tree. I looked down and I saw. Guess what I saw? I saw a bed. It was a bed, but the bed was not fully formed. And I was just observing the bed, looking at the bed. And before I felt for the bed, shall but the bed was struggling to breathe. And before I knew what was happening, the bed by. Oh, I said, now wow. After relaxing, I left. So another day, I came here to relax again. I noticed something fell from the tree again. This time I looked. It's another bed. But this time the bed was, it was more it was more matured than the other one, but it's not ready yet to start flying.
Me, oh. You say you go carry me for your palm, oh Father, remember.
But then I now said, why is it that this bed, the other day bed fell, this time again bed fell? I decided to climb up. Let me go and check the nest. Let me go and check. And when I climbed, I noticed something. The nest was poorly made. And that was why these birds were falling like rain, falling. That was why they were falling down. And now that brought me to the topic of today, poor foundation. The mother of that bird did not make a good nest, and that was why the birds were falling down. Now, in the case of human beings, the moment you come from a poor home, a poor foundation, home where you don't have support, you don't have education, nothing was left for you, auntie uncle life is already leading you 100-0, because you will need the grace of God to actually make it. You will need the grace of God, as in extra grace. Not that you will not make it but this time you need the grace of God. You see, foundation is everything. The other time I know I talked about foundation, but then maybe the spiritual aspect of foundation. But you see, this one, today's own, I'm not talking about spiritual. No, I'm talking about physical, because most of the things that you and I are going through is because of poor foundation. When the foundation is poor, you begin to suffer. And you will see some people, they will be blaming devil, blaming village people, blaming everybody, blaming village people. And even the village people say, they say, we are innocent too. We are innocent. It is not everything that is spiritual. You will see somebody will go to the church and spend the whole day believing that it is spiritual. What they are going through is spiritual. Auntie, uncle, it is not everything that you're going through that is spiritual. Some things are physical. When we see the one that is spiritual, we'll tell you. But then most of what we are going through is physical. It is just like, okay, for example, now the that bed now that fell on the ground, that was on the ground, that fell from the tree. Do they have birds have village people? Eh? If they have village people, let me know in the comment section. Do birds have village people? But now that bird fell from the tree because of the nest was not properly made, was not properly made. So that was why the birds were falling and buying, falling and breaking their legs, falling and falling and it's just the same thing in the case of human beings. It's just like when you want to build a house now and you did not put pillars, and now you go to the church praying and fasting for the wind not to blow that house down. When the wind blows, when the wind blows, the house will fall. If you like, pray from now till next year, it will fall. It is not a cause. The foundation was not, the foundation is not good. It's poor, poor foundation. It is not like, it is not that prayers is not good or prayer doesn't work. Prayer work, but you need to do your own part. Auntie, uncle, you need to do your own part. It is just like here in our country now, Nigeria. It is not everything that is prayer. We are suffering today in this country is because of bad leadership. The foundation right from time was bad. Bad foundation, wrong thinking. That is why we are suffering. And if this country will be good, it's you and I that will fix it. But it is not going to be only prayers. Go and get your voter's card. Use your voice. This time, make up your mind to do the needful. Make up your mind that you are not going to collect 2,000 naira. You're not going to collect, even if you collect 2,000 naira, still make sure that you vote the right person. Even if you want to collect rice, make sure that you vote the right person. Make sure that you do the needful. Then after doing the needful, we can now come together and pray. It's not, you've not done what you need to do. The foundation is bad. You did not put pillars when you were building that house, and you start go to church and start praying, believing that when the wind comes, it will not blow. The house will fall. Some of the prayers that we're praying is wasted prayers. Even God Himself will be wondering, this my child, after giving you all the plenty, plenty wisdom, you still don't want to think, you still don't want to use it. Some things are not spiritual, yes, some things are physical. And now, those physical ones, you deal with it physically. And now, when you come to the spiritual one, you deal with it spiritually. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye. Go and get your voter's card. Use your voice. Do the needful. Bye bye.